Yeah, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. If you're not new to my channel and you have been here already, make sure you just sit back, relax, and watch. Because, you know, as you can see from the title, it's going to be an interesting video. But as you see, we changed up the scenery. You know, I had to switch it up a little bit because I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of seeing the same background for the past, like, 5 videos. So, your boy had to switch it up for the culture. Before we start, I'm gonna need you guys to like the video. If you've ever brushed your teeth in the morning, make sure you like this video. I'm gonna need a fat like down below, so get to it, my guy. Like, I want you to elbow drop. I want you to, yeah, elbow drop that like button. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. You already know what's up. Okay, so I've never done a story time, so this might be a little different. I want to first shout out our sponsor of this video, Lobby Worldwide, my own company, because, you know, YouTube and management, I don't got none of those, so I sponsor my own videos. So Lobby Worldwide, make sure you go check it out. I be selling some dope stuff like these. You see it. And these. That's me, by the way. This right here. You get the point. I sell clothes and I also make skate videos. So if you're interested in skateboarding videos, I'm gonna comment down below with my other account so you can watch it. Lobby Worldwide on YouTube as well. This story takes place back in 2000. Let's say 15 or 16. So I'm 16 at this time. I grew up in a city where it wasn't like too bad with crime. Like, well, I'm lying. It definitely was like crime ridden. Me as a young J, I was always a hustler. So I used to go with my grandma because she used to do newspaper routes on the weekends for my grandpa. And I used to go with them to make some extra money because at 16, I mean, yeah, I was allowed to get a job. But as a black kid in America, it's not typical for you to have a job at 16. Usually, like, I don't really know many 16-year-old black kids that have a job. I don't know, systematically, I feel like we're not really at favor, if that makes sense. I don't really want to play the race card, but that's kind of how it is. And this story kind of ties into, you know, racism and the whole thing that's going on right now. I don't want to like juice it for something that it's not, but like this is real life. Like, this is what happens as a black man in America. So if you're not black, this kind of can shine a light on what it's like to be profiled and targeted as a black person. So I'm 16 and I'm trying to get some bread. So we go, and mind you, when we do the newspaper is like, we start at like 2 o'clock in the morning, so you can pretty much imagine that like everyone's sleeping and you know, they're chilling around. They're most likely in bed, or if they're not in bed, they're probably watching TV on their couch. Some like infomercials, like what's really good on TV at 2 o'clock in the morning in 2016. Comment down below if you know any. So yeah, we do our thing. Like, and mind you, we do the same route every single night. So all the people know, like, there'll be people that'll come out during like the end of our route, and they'll see us and they'll wave at us, or they'll like, you know, say what's up or whatever, blah blah blah. So they know us. It's not like we're new in the neighborhood and we're just wandering around with a car full of newspapers. We're going up the hills. We're going fine, and we come to this one hill. It's like the darker end of the hill. And it goes up the hill, and then at the top of the hill, it's a dead end. So you have to go up the hill, all the way around, take a U-turn at the top of the hill. So, but we also had papers to deliver at that little dead end circle. We go like at least halfway up the hill, and we're about to hit the spot where we have to hit the U-turn or the circle, whatever you want to call it, the roundabout. That's what it is. I start seeing like a person approaching the car. My heart kind of jumps. Like, I wasn't really a person that was really afraid of things. I don't know. Growing up, like, obviously you have fears as a kid, but like, once I hit a certain age, I didn't really fear much, but like, it's freaking 3 o'clock in the morning. Why is there some like random person that's not my grandma walking up to our car, like wearing dark clothes? So I'm like, what's about to happen right now? Cause we used to like deliver papers. We used to park the car, take the papers, do a couple houses, come back to the car, and then keep driving. She'd say, do this house, do this house, do this house. And then when I'm done with those 3 houses or whatever, I come back to the car, sit down, wait for her. And then I would wait for her in the car. So at this time, I'm waiting in the car for her. She's doing her houses, and she's gonna come back to the car. As she's coming back to the car, she's coming from this direction. The guy's coming from up the hill. So I'm technically in the middle, but I'm inside the car. So he's approaching the car. He's approaching the car while my grandma is, but my grandmother doesn't see him. So she gets in the car. She's like about to pull off or whatever. She has her hand on the what is it? The gear stick? Gear stick. And she's about to drive off, but then he starts saying, "Hey, hey," like in a very like menacing tone. And we're like, who's that? Like, we don't know anybody out here. He's like kind of, being hostile at this point. He's like, what are you guys doing around here? I'm like, we're doing newspaper? Like, this is kind of my job. All right, this is where it kind of gets strange. So I'm like, all right, well, he's like, well, you guys don't belong up here. Blah, blah, this, that, and the other. Like, you need to go back where you belong. I'm like, belong? Like, do you not see the newspapers on the dashboard? This is kind of what we're supposed to be doing. This is my job. Like, not technically my job, but my grandma's pretty calm in the situation. I'm pretty calm in the situation. I'm not really panicking because I'm like, all right, well, he's starting a conversation, so it can't be that bad. But then he has a flashlight and a freaking gun to my grandma. And I don't think she noticed that he had a gun in his hand because the flashlight was so bright. My grandma wears glasses, so maybe the glare from the glasses and the flashlight, maybe she didn't see it, because I definitely saw it. I don't wear glasses. I saw it. I got 20/25 vision. And I definitely saw a gun in that man's hand. He was hitting that Call of Duty combo. He was like, my man was like this at the car window, like, do you not see a 16-year-old and a whole grandma? Like, really? That's what we do? So now I'm like, all right, well, this situation could go two ways. Either he just calms down and walks away, or he shoots us both at 3 o'clock in the morning. As you can see, I'm here today, so we went with the first one. We just pushed along and kept going, and the whole time while we were doing it, I was kind of like, dang, like, we literally just got pulled up on. Like, he dead ran up on us. It was a white dude, by the way. It was definitely a white dude, and that area is mainly like a white neighborhood. I wouldn't say like there's barely any black people. There's definitely barely, like, I wouldn't even imagine a black family living there. I'm pretty sure we've never seen black families that we deliver newspapers to. So that's pretty much just a story. Like, it's not that climactic. Honestly, it's a pretty long story, but it's pretty short at the same time. I'm pretty sure I over-explained it. But honestly, the way this, like, I'm not gonna like sit here and like say like that didn't make me feel the way, because like, dang, like, just because I'm not like from that neighborhood doesn't mean I can't be in the neighborhood, you know? Like, it's supposed to be land of the free and all that, but like, push comes to shove, if you're not a certain color, you technically don't belong places to certain people. That's what they think. So I mean, honestly, this whole situation with racism and like police brutality and all this stuff, like, it takes a toll. So one thing I really want to take the time to do is make sure you're, educating yourself and checking on your black friends. Make sure you check on your black friends. It's very important to make sure you check on your black friends and your friends of minority and people of color. But really, you should be checking on your black friends, because right now is a tough time. Like, a lot of us of this age group, we haven't gone through many things like this. Like, older people, yeah, maybe they've encountered situations as such, but because, civil rights movement wasn't that long ago. But at the same time, it's like, we haven't had this much of a challenge in life. Like, first we have this whole pandemic, and on top of a pandemic, we're literally fighting for our rights. And as we're fighting for our rights, there are cops murdering us. Like I said, it's a really tough time for a lot of people. of black descent. Make sure you're checking your friends with the racial slurs. I've had so many encounters with people, and I've had to correct people because you know people think it's okay. They think it's all right to say these things, and it's not okay because it's just not. We're not going to get into it, but it's just not okay. Make sure you're educating yourself and reading into things. Spread awareness because your voice matters as much as you think it doesn't. Because what you say, you might not get a lot of views on your story, but that one person, it really just takes one person to hear one thing, and who knows, it could be like a domino effect and change could be made. So make sure you're vocalizing your thoughts and spreading awareness and spreading the right information, because the correct information is definitely important. There's a lot of wrong narratives, and you already know the deal with all that stuff. But hopefully you guys stay safe, stay positive, stay up, be creative, be conscious. Love each other. Peace out. I almost got shot. That's crazy.